Daequan was one of the funniest and most entertaining people during the early days of Fortnite. He was the creator of the double pump, signed to an org called TSM, and really liked toes.
I want them toes, baby! I want them toes! Give me them toes, boy!
Daequan would dominate solo squads during the early stages of Fortnite, but then he suddenly disappeared. Left, without a trace. What happened to Daequan, and why is he gone now? Will he ever come back? First, we need to look in his past, where he first started. On a sunny summer day back in 2018, Daequan decided to stream. He decided to click the duo fill option, which would randomly queue him into a person's game. However, he queued into one of the biggest streamers' games at the time, Dakota's. Him and Dakota's played out a few matches, and Dakota's realized that Daequan wasn't just an average player. No, Daequan was one of the best players. Whenever Dakota's saw how truly good Daequan was at the time, he was able to invite him to the first ever private Fortnite tournament. He was able to join a few practice skirmishes at the time, and truly prove his skill to the world. When Daequan was playing these tournaments, he won more and more, which only drew in a larger audience. And you might be thinking, is it because he's good at the game? He's good at building? No, Daequan was a funny person. Everyone liked his style, and the way that he talked, the way that he would crack jokes. It truly made the fan base of Daequan feel as if they were watching a comedian. I wouldn't just call Daequan a streamer. Daequan truly had an art that no other streamer could replicate. And Daequan wasn't just this funny guy, he was good at the game. A few weeks after these large tournaments that he played, he dropped the kill record. 39 kills solo. And this only marked him down as the best player in Fortnite history.
Bruh! Are you kidding me? No.
And his content kept growing and growing just because of the amount of people that would watch him, because of how good he was, along with his funny and uplifting personality. And this was only the start for Daequan. He was able to play with Ninja, Pokimane, Hamlin's, Myth, which only grew his channel more and his audience. A little bit later down the road, Daequan was invited by Myth and Hamlin's to join the TSM competitive team. Daequan, Hamlin's, Myth, and Camille's. This was known as one of the best teams during Chapter 1 competitive. This team had very high expectations from the audience. They were known as the God Squad at the time, just because of the amount of records these players held. And Daequan only rose, gaining over 69 million views in only a month. They were all so good, in fact, that they decided to get their own house. However, TSM decided to drop him as a competitor because he wasn't performing as well. See, Fortnite's skill gap really expanded during this time, and since Camille's wasn't practicing as much, he didn't keep up with the current meta, which is very understandable. But after this, Daequan truly opened up about some serious issues that impacted why he doesn't stream today. See, prior to him starting Fortnite, Daequan actually had to quit his job, and it's because of an undiagnosed medical condition that doctors still can't find out to this day what's wrong with him. He wasn't able to perform the functions of a normal human being. This was really hard for him to stream with, and he addressed this later on, his struggles that he's been facing over the past year. He wasn't just sick for 1 year, not 2 years, but 3 years in a row. This really took a toll on his mental health, and it just put him in a downward spiral. From the outside, everything seemed normal. However, deep down, Daequan was not doing well mentally and physically. Obviously, Daequan had a path to choose. Did he give up on his dream of becoming a content creator and competitive player, or does he stick with content creation and push through the pain? Daequan made a very hard decision, and honestly, I believe he made the right one. He didn't focus on competitive, however, he just focused on his content. Daequan and Hamlin's decided to not focus on competitive and focus more on the content creation and streaming side, which personally I think was the perfect idea, because this still allowed some flexibility for Daequan to deal with his struggles. And honestly, this makes sense as well, because they were probably earning the most money. I mean, the views they racked up at the time was just insane. Fortnite decided to host the summer skirmish. The prize pool was over $1.5 million, which Daequan and Hamlin's didn't even attend. Yes, Myth attended, but he didn't even get a single point. Hamlin's and Daequan just decided to focus on their streaming rather than attend the event, because they still racked up the same amount of viewers as they did prior. Just as things were peaking for Daequan, his illness came back. However, just 2 months later, he tweeted about his mental health, and it was seeming to get a lot better. He said that he would be back soon. However, he didn't return for another month and a half. Daequan had a video titled, "Where I Have Been," and basically in the video it explains that he had lost some close friends and a few family members. But then he revealed that his girlfriend got E. coli from eating at a restaurant, and sadly, his girlfriend's life was on the line. He had to decide, do I stream on Twitch to make my fans happy, or do I spend this time with my girlfriend, who's critically ill? This only deteriorated his mental health, and honestly, it's a very sad story when you think about it. He decided to take a break, which was totally the right decision. I think anyone in that situation would have done the same thing. He tweeted later in 2019 that this was the worst year of his life, and he was hoping that 2020 was a little bit better. A few months later, he uploaded a Warzone video, and then he uploaded a video of him with no toilet paper. He then disappeared for another 7 months until he eventually tweeted again that he's been feeling a lot better, and that his mental health has gotten way better. Later on, Daequan and Hamlins revealed that they joined NRG, a very popular gaming organization. However, they only were in the house for a few months, and the house split very quickly, with minimal content creation. Daequan later on posted a video of him talking about the split of the NRG house, and basically what had happened, along with him explaining why they split in 6 more streams.
But the main problem was we didn't have internet, bro. Like, just like regular everyday life, bro. Like, y'all know I love anime, bro. An anime episode is what? Like, it's like 18 minutes. It takes me about 30 minutes to get through one episode of anime because it would buffer every 2 seconds, bro. I kid you not. It would buffer probably like, I would be lucky to get through 3 minutes of an anime without it buffering. Not even kidding. And having that said, with the buffering like that, I'm on episode like 150 on One Piece, bro. It like, you can't immerse yourself at all because of the buffering. You gotta restart it, freaking re-bring it up 50 times. You know what I mean? Like that.
And sadly, here we are today. We haven't heard from Daequan since. It's been almost 3 years. Do I believe that Daequan will upload more and possibly come back to the streaming community? My guess is yes, but probably only as a hobby or when he wants to. I believe that Daequan's still going through some very serious issues. I believe, and I believe many of you will believe this, is Daequan should only come back if he wants to. If Daequan comes back and he's not the same person, not only will it affect his viewers, but it'll affect him himself and the way that he believes other people view him. And I think that's the last thing that people want, is for Daequan to deteriorate his mental health. But overall, I believe he's making the right decision. But anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky. I have a creator code now for Fortnite. It's code TRICKYS in the item shop. I would really appreciate if y'all support me. I'm doing a giveaway soon, so if you want to enter that, just comment below your favorite Fortnite streamer and what season was their prime. Thank you so much. It's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.